boys and girls. Today I'm going to be exploring pattern and showing you some different activities that you can try at home in order to develop your understanding of patterns. So a pattern is basically either a print or a picture that is repeated. Now some of you boys and girls might be looking at pattern as part of your targets, and you'll be developing skills, numeracy skills such as recognising, copying and predicting as well. Now all you boys and girls will be at different stages of this journey, and I'm going to take you through a couple of the different stages. So the first step would be just to be able to identify. So have a look around the room and see if you can find pattern. So you might be looking for dots or stripes or any sort of pattern at all. So I'm going to have a wee look around this room and I'm going to see if I can point out some patterns to you all, okay? So let me see. So first of all, I can see that this tiger has got a stripy pattern on it. So it has. What else? Oh, look, we've got some dots along the border here. That's a nice little pattern. And what else? Let's see if we come over here. I can see a nice flower pattern on this mat, and there's even a pattern round the outside of this jar that's holding the pens. So I would like you to have a wee look around your house and see if you can find some patterns. Might be socks or your curtains or carpet. Just have a look around and see what you can find. You could even try, if it's socks, to be able to match the patterns up as well. That's another wee activity that you could try. And then once you've mastered that, then you would be moving on to exploring patterns using different objects. So I'm going to use paint today, and I'm going to get this little strip of paper and I'm going to pick some colours. Now I'm going to use some wintry colours because that's our topic. So I'm just going to use my finger for this, and I'm going to do blue, blue, and then I'll go white and do that. And then I'm going to carry that pattern on all the way down. Blue, white, blue, blue, right. So we'll go right down the strip, and then you could do a few more strips like that, and then what you could do is piece them all together to make a snowflake shape. So that is something that you could try at home with strips of card or paper. You could use an old cereal box or something and rip it into strips, and then you could use paints or pens to create your pattern, and you can decide on what colours and what sort of sequence that you're going to use for that as well. If you don't want to use paints or pens, you could try using objects. So I've got some Lego bricks here, and I'm going to create a pattern using the bricks. So I'll start with red, then green, red, green, and you would just be continuing that pattern as far as you can. And then you could try and maybe make it a little bit harder, and you could try introducing more colours. So going up from 2 to 3, you could do red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow. So you're just challenging yourself once you've mastered the step below. Moving on, the next step would be a physical pattern. So you could try to do like a movement. So you could maybe do clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat. Or you could introduce maybe, let's see, clap, jump, touch your toes. Clap, jump, touch your toes. So So you could try any sort of pattern or any movement pattern that you can come up with for that. And then the next step, this is where it gets a wee bit trickier, is when somebody gives you a pattern and you are able to copy it. So I've made up a couple of patterns that I'll show you on this, and I'll also put them on a separate page as well so you can get a better look. So there's just a simple wee pattern using some pens and some dots. So you can maybe try and copy some of these patterns, or you could maybe get your grown-up to create a pattern and you would try and copy it, or they could start off one of these sequences and you could carry it on as well. And then the last step is just for you to be able to create your own pattern. You would come up with a pattern yourself and be able to carry it on through the steps. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Good luck, and I can't wait to see you all exploring pattern and see what you all managed to do and come up with. Good luck. Bye.